Before I start, I thought I would mention, I ain't doing this like a spoilt kid for attention. I knew I was going to upload this, so I thought I better keep it clean. Even though to all you who don't know me, this might seem so mean. I can understand how some fathers have taken their own lives because of stuff like this, because at the time, the pain's too much of the other parent taking the piss. So to try to help with this shit that's going through my mind all the time, I thought I'd put it down on paper and turn it into a rhyme. You were caught cheating and have been barefaced lying, chatting shit about me. This you can't go denying. There's a lot of lies about me told by you, but here, this is my comeback to you. Back in 2002, when I first moved in with you, one man wasn't enough for you. You was greedy and needed two. You were sleeping with another mister. Everyone knew this, even your sister. Unknown to me while I was out grafting, you was on your back at home, shafting. I thought you couldn't get any low. It turns out, you were banging me bro. I guess to trust you, I was such a fool. Even though he was 16, he was still at school. I thank your sister for the persuasion by getting you to let my girls come to my home in September 2010 for the one and only occasion. I did anything I could in order to be able to get money to provide for you and the girls to put food on the table. So you'll go around telling your tale, but remember every day you'd sup a box of ale. We separated at the end of 2008. When over 5 years too late, you told all of Facebook that you'd been a hoe, and that you'd been banging my bro. Around the time our eldest was conceived, seems like I'd always been deceived. The girls were only 5 and 2, when their minds started to become destroyed by you. You started to take care of the situation. You made myself and the girls victims of parental alienation. The girls ringing me, saying they're not sister and sister, because their mama told them she was banging another mister. Then you started by telling us we ought to take a test to see who was father and daughter. Asperger's syndrome, mental health problems too. None of this has been helped by you. Cut them off from their father, and so many changes. Tried replacing their loving father with 4 men who were strangers. You've always denied me my father's right to spend time with my girls and have them overnight. We weren't married, and our eldest was born before the 1st of the 12th, 2003, which legally doesn't give me parental responsibility. I was having to go to work with barely any sight from the constant harassment and phone calls from you keeping me up all night, ringing, texting, begging to take you back. Do you seriously think I was that slack? The thing is that you've never had no shame. You've always played with my kids' lives like it's a game. You've always treated them like a pawn till their little hearts were torn. Whilst going through court, you thought it'd be fun to call me up and tell me something you'd done. When our youngest girl was conceived, you didn't pretend. You insisted on telling me you'd also been banging my friend. You even went as far as lying in court too, saying I abused my kids, and even you. After court, you decided to post that you'd won. It makes me feel sick. You should be ashamed of what you've done. You've definitely got no shame. When it comes to me and my girls, to you, it's just a game. You got me police visits, and harassment warning too. We all know these should have been for you. Arranged contact, then denial, all by you. God knows how much these kids have been through. The girls have seen too many changes and been put in a position and forced to meet strangers. The first 3 men left when you got cranky. That's because you are full-blown alky. It didn't take long to see straight through you. They saw what you're putting their girls and their daddy through. Contact for us has been denied, like you're trying to make my girls hide. No contact either on social media too. These have all been blocked by you. No school photos, reports, or even parents' evening too. Again, these are all stopped by you. Doctors, dental, even hospital appointments too. Again, these have always been denied by you. I'm really very sorry, girls. Even when you're poorly too. I'm not even allowed to come and comfort you. You tell the girls their daddy don't care. I seriously just don't know how you dare. Daddy loves and cares for you girls. That much love. It's out of this world. Not seeing you girls. It makes me sad. What she's done to us makes me so mad. You make the girls believe I'm a stranger. Seriously, as if I could cause them any danger. I don't know how you sleep at night. Probably 12 cans sounds about right. I'll never give up the good fight for me and my girls to get alright. Income support, housing and council benefit too. Yeah, These are all currently fraudulently being claimed by you. Yes, that's right. I will continue to fight, girls, for our right. I miss you, girls, and I love you still. I always have, and I always will. My little girls, it breaks my heart. All this time, we've been made to spend apart. I praise my partner for what she's seen. She stuck by me from day one through thick and thin. You gave my partner and her kids a stressful fright by texting telling her to kiss her kids one last good night. Surname changing, that's not for me. You've already removed my identity. You've already changed their surname to yours. What did you have to go and do that for? I've heard that you've got another mister, another one, trying to be a father figure. Heard you're marrying man number 4. You going to try and change my girl's same names once more? When you wed, try changing their surname again without my permission. Yes, you'll be booking your own admission for a long stay in the pen. Well, hopefully, you'll get 5 years or even 10. Listen here, I'd like to make this very clear when I say, believe me, we are not jealous of you in any possible way. Yes, they're my girls. No one can change that. They're part of my world. One day, my girls, our time will come when you realise just what your mum's done. In the past, when it came to contact, I always went along with whatever you had to say. I danced along to your tune just to see my girls in any way. At the start, I saw my kids at yours, where most of the time was spent indoors. The hours you gave were only 2. Whilst telling my partner I was just there doing you. I only got one supervised meeting where I saw you. She tried to ruin it by turning the waterworks on too. She's filled you both with so much fear. How could she do this to someone so near? I'm writing these words, girl, like it's a race. As I wipe the tears streaming down my face. Although I can't get back the lost years. When I've done, bitch, you'll be in tears. Yes, when I've done, you will be crying. When my girls ask you why you didn't show them how much their daddy was trying. All that trying and trying. But you have always kept on denying. Whether it's 1 year, 2 year, 3 or even 4, bring a comeback, bitch, I've got more. You go keep spreading your shit, hoping those around you believe it. One thing that I can't deny, you can't deny, I never once said those girls weren't mine. The girls have another sister and a brother too. Again, they've never seen them because of you. You tell me I can't even send my girls Easter, birthday, or even Christmas presents too. As you say, these will be regifted to someone else by you. Girls, every birthday and Christmas too, we always send nice cards to you. She sits you in line like she's a sergeant major to cut them up into tiny pieces of paper. When I write and send you both letters too, she doesn't show you because they tell you how much I love and miss you. All of your friends can comment about me on what they see, but the truth is, they don't know the real me. Is there anything else you or your family or Facebook friends feel they want to say or do? Because I'll still be here with a comeback for each one of you. Maybe there's just one thing that's better if your new partner knows. He needs to be careful around you with his friends and any bros. Just one more thing I can say, when it comes to my girls, I've always paid my way. Calm as a bitch, and one day you'll see when the girls hear the whole truth from me. I'm really very sorry, girls, for having to do this, but I'm sick of people thinking that they can just keep on taking the piss. This is your dad telling you I love you, girls.